Hello people of YouTube, Pixie here, and today on my channel I am going to be outlining how to apply to the UCs because I know that if you've never applied before, or even if you have applied before, the whole entire process can at times be overwhelming, and so I just kind of wanted to give you all like a general outline, so hopefully it will make things a little bit easier when you decide to apply. Okay, so step one is to research all of the schools, all of the UCs. Don't count any out before you've done your research because you never know what kind of programs are available at each campus unless you've done your research first. And so even if you never thought you would apply to a specific UC, you should still check it out. You should still go on their website. You should still see the programs that are available because you never know, and you don't want to miss out on a program that could benefit you the most. So do that first, and also make sure along with that you're going to be researching scholarships, financial aid, and applying to scholarships and stuff like that. So step two is to gather all of your information together, and when I say gather your information, what I mean is all of your information. So I mean your transcripts, and it can be an unofficial transcript because it's just you copying over your grades into the application website. You also are going to need, like, if you've ever had a job or you're working, you're going to need your employer information, your job information, clubs and activities that you've been a part of, all the years that you've been at community college. Sometimes even in high school they look for that too. What else? You're going to need social security number, stuff like your household income, things like that. And also you're going to need a credit card because at the end it does charge you a fee to apply to each UC that you apply to, so it's important to have a credit card handy so that way when you get to the end of your application you can just pay for it and submit that stuff and it's all good to go. And it's just good to have everything together before you actually apply because you don't want to be scrambling for paperwork at the last second because it is stressful because you're already applying and you don't want to go in not prepared, if that makes sense. So step three, where do you actually apply? Okay, so you can actually apply directly online. I will link it here, and I will also link the website in the description. You can also just probably type in UC application on Google and it should be like the first thing that comes up. And you just make an account and you apply that way. Okay, so step four, the personal insight questions. So if you've ever looked at the UC application before or you've applied in the past, you might have realized that they made a change this year and it is no longer personal statements, which used to be you could pick two personal statements, or you would have two personal statements to kind of answer, and it would be like a page or something. There was a certain word requirement for both. But this year they started doing personal insight questions. So now you have a choice if you're a transfer to choose 3 out of the 7 questions, and if you're a freshman, 4 out of the 8 questions, and they are shorter responses. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of questions to answer, and yes, you should start your personal insight questions as soon as possible because it is so important. This is the only way that they are going to see some of your personality. I mean, your activities and stuff like that will kind of show a little bit of it, but nothing shows as much personality as those personal insight questions because they really are personal insight questions. They really help you stand apart from everyone else who has the same GPA as you, has been in the same clubs as you. Those are the only distinguishing things, is the personal insight questions. They're so important. Make sure you have someone edit them. I'm gonna make a whole video about personal insight questions later, but yeah, just get started on those like immediately if you have not. Like, they have them all listed on their website, so you can look at them, and then you're just gonna copy and paste it in. So you're not gonna want to type it while live while you're filling out the application. You're gonna have them pre-written and then copy it and then paste it. And also, tip here, when I copied and pasted mine, I didn't double check to see how, which sounds silly, I know, but it copied the icons wrong. So make sure that yours doesn't do that. Yeah. Okay, so once you've applied and stuff like that, the last tip basically is to wait, and then you're going to update your grades after a little bit. I think after 5 weeks after November 30th, because that is when the application closes. It's open for submission from November 1st to November 30th, and then 5 weeks after that you go and you update your grades. So make sure you're still working hard to get those good grades, And after that, you are going to update your grades and then maybe possibly send in a transcript only if they request it. You don't need them like when you're first applying, but later on you will need eventually to have some official transcript. But yeah, that is the basic outline. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. And also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, feel free to subscribe here. And I love you all, and I will see you in my next video.